So here I have a swatch with traveling twisted stitches on it. And this is the wrong side. The twisted stitches have basically disappeared and you're only seeing the back of the background stitches. The twisted stitches are so much popped out to the front of the fabric you really don't see them until you're working each stitch and then you run across them. When you're working on the back side, here we have just a column of twisted knit stitches. On the back side, it's a column of purls. So you'll purl it, but through the back loop. That will still have the twist going with the right leg crossing over the left leg. So it'll still have the twist be consistent. Purl it through the back. And the background stitches will look like knit stitches. Here's our first traveling stitch. Now on the front, these are traveling to the right. On the back, this purl stitch is the one that needs to go to the front of the fabric, and this knit stitch is the background stitch, needs to stay to the back. So we're going to be crossing this one behind that one. So it's still twisting to the right. Now with method A, you start by slipping both stitches to the right hand needle to manipulate them. Now this stitch, go around to behind, grab it, pull the right needle out and reach around, grab that knit stitch and put it on the needle. So now you've got the right order. Knit, just a regular knit, and then purl through the back. That's method A. Here's a plain background stitch, I knit it. We'll do this one with method B. Method B also is reaching around to grab a stitch. Now here, since we're going to be reaching for the second stitch, I have to decide, do I need to reach to the front? Do I need to reach to the back? The second stitch is the background stitch, knit. I'll want it to go behind as viewed from the front. So I'm going to grab it on this side. Pull the left needle out. Pinch that stitch to hold it. Grab that one. Put this one back on. Knit, purl through the back loop. Don't forget to purl it through the back loop because that's what makes it twisted on the front. It keeps the traveling stitch twisted. I've been told that that's what a lot of master knitter submissions get returned for, is forgetting to twist on the back side. Okay, now let me show you method C. This one you have to think about what to do with your working yarn. Here are the two stitches that are going to be crossing. It's a right travel. This one will be going, this background stitch here, this one going that way. I want this stitch that looks like a purl to be to the front of the fabric. So I put the working yarn back here and keep that stitch facing to the front. Okay, knit. Now reach under that strand to grab this one. Take out the right needle. Keep it over here because you've already knitted it. But this is the traveling stitch. This is the twisted one, so purl it through the back. Okay, let's see. I think I have this. I have one more. So I can show you method D. That's the one that's sort of like a knit two together. For the knit two together one, since this stitch wants to come to this side, we reach around on this side. Go in like you're going to knit them together, but slip them off. Now don't turn the needle, keep it this way. Take the stitch at the tip, keep pointing that the same way, and put it on there. You don't want to twist it like that at this point. Keep everything pointing the same way. So now I've reordered my stitches. knit this one just plain, purl this one through the back. Okay, so now I've showed you each of the methods A, B, C, and D as worked from the back side. Now let me show you, those were right travels. Here I've got some left traveling stitches. Now here we'll stop where we've got a knit before the purl. Here is method A. Method A starts with slipping them to this needle. Now, which side should this stitch go to? It should be on this one, so we grab it from this side. Pull the right needle out, recapture that stitch, bring it around. So now both stitches are on the left needle in the order you want. Purl through the back, and then knit. So that gets us the left travel. Here's a background stitch. Here's a background stitch, but it's going to be crossing with this one. Here's method B. Method B is where you reach around with the right needle. Which way do you reach? Well, this purl, you don't want it coming around this way. You want it coming around that way because it's the one that needs to stay on the top. So grab it from that side. Recapture that with the left needle, put this one on the left needle. Now they're in the right order. Purl the purl through the back and knit the knit plain. Put the background stitch. Now, method C. You stopped at the knit before the purl. First, you're going to keep the yarn to the back. The back is the front of the work, but it's the back of your fabric at the moment because you want this background stitch to be towards you. Okay, now you want to purl through the back this next stitch with the yarn. So bring it to the front, purl the stitch through the back, and take everything back to that side. Grab this stitch from this side. We've already purled this one through the back, so keep it over here and knit the background stitch. There. Not too bad. That's method C. Okay, method D. This one is the one that's like knit two together or purl two together. In this situation where it's a left travel, we're going to reach around to the front side and put in the needle like you were going to, well, like you're going to purl it through the back loops. Anyway, you've got the needle through here, slip them both off. Now keep both needle tips pointing the same direction. Put that stitch back on the left and this one back on the left. See how I've still got both tips pointing the same way? That keeps you from twisting it before you're ready. Okay, now I've got the stitches in the right order. Purl the traveler through the back loop and knit the background stitch. Again, here's a column of just plain twisted knit stitches. Twisted purl it from the back. Okay, here's my little border. I'll work that and turn it around and show you. There. Left traveling stitches and right traveling stitches. If you were doing a cross, a knit over knit, it's the same maneuvers, it's just you'd be purling both of them instead of purling just one of them. Remember to twist those purls so your stitches have a twist at their base. There you go, that's working Bavarian twisted stitches from the wrong side. Thank you for watching.